Well, thanks to our navigator, we can now see that it is about 2 more kilometers. We need to head down that way, and perhaps it's hiding behind all those buildings. But yeah, we should be there in about 15 minutes, and yeah, we'll take a look. So this is Savushkina Street. Basically, subway is right there. Just head down Savushkina Street, and I think then once you head far enough, you'll be able to see it. But it's about 2 kilometers from the subway station, and that's the last stop. Perhaps you can take a bus to get closer, but we're going to walk there. So it should be about 15 minutes before we reach this super tall Lakhta Center, which is the headquarters of Gazprom, Russia's national company, which does exploration, extraction, and sale of natural gas throughout the world. Yeah, so we walked for about 300 meters. Begovaya metro station is in that direction, and this is still Savushkina Street. You walk around the corner and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that huge thing. Just sticking out like a rocket. Ready to take off. It does not look that big, but we still have about 1 kilometer to go. Pretty sure it's gonna get bigger the closer we get. That's how it usually happens. And okay, that's the huge Soviet flag on the left. Now what's on the right? Maybe St. Petersburg flag, perhaps. And right there is a hotel. So if you want to stay close to Lakhta Center, there's a hotel there. Can't quite read the name of it yet, but yeah, there is a hotel. And ahead of us is a very patriotic young man. His coat is in the colors of the Russian national flag, and in the back says Россия, which is Russia in Russian. Yeah, we're still walking towards Lakhta Center. It's straight up. And this hotel is called Lakhta Towers. Okay, so Lakhta Towers, except it's written in Russian Towers, but yes, it's Lakhta Towers Hotel. If you'd like to stay next to the tallest building in St. Petersburg, book a room in Lakhta Towers Hotel. So this is still Savushkina Street. Even though the street made a turn, it still remains Savushkina Street, and now we can see the foundation of Lakhta Center, and can look it all the way up right there. A little bit closer now. Looks like they're building something else there, perhaps a small tower, or who knows what it is. And there's a small park in front of Lakhta Center, so you can go for a walk. If you're interested in a toilet, one is right there. And looking left, we see St. Petersburg in the distance. Well, this is still St. Petersburg, but you know, St. Petersburg has a bunch of islands. Maybe it's one of the islands. And those 2 huge flags are there, as well as Lakhta Towers Hotel. And yes, this is where we came from metro station Begovaya. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk to Lakhta Center, the tallest building in St. Petersburg, Russia, headquarters to Gazprom natural gas company. Here's a entrance to Lachta Center, but if you want to get to the top and have an excursion and take a look at St. Petersburg from above, you need to get a ticket on the website, which is Lachta Center. And we tried to get a ticket, but it's such a popular attraction that no tickets were available for the day, and for tomorrow it was only available at the end of the day. And yeah, we would be in Moscow by then. Alright, well, for next time, just remember to purchase tickets way in advance if you want to come at a certain time. Otherwise, yeah, just walk around and look at this beautiful, beautiful, huge tower. Must be fun working on top and observing St. Petersburg from such a height all day long. That's the entrance. We're going to go on the side of the building and walk around, check out the park in front of it, and see what else is out there. Look at those flags. It's like, it's slow-mo, but no, it's not a slow-mo, but they do look like slow-mo, eh? Definitely look like slow-mo. This is real speed. So this is a Soviet flag. There's a Russian Federation flag. And I figured out what this black, yellow and white flag is. It's the flag of the Russian Empire before the current flag became adopted. The white, blue and red one. This was the flag of the Russian Empire. There's a security guard intently staring at us, but hey, it's just a photo camera, brother. It's all good. He's probably bored. Not much to do, but to look at people taking pictures all day long. There's a small church straight ahead, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we'll be able to get to it, but looks quite actually interesting standing there all by itself. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. There's definitely no way to get to the church from here. I don't think there is any public access to it, at least not that I can see. I don't see any people walking around it or anything going on there. I don't think there is any way to get to this church from here, and even though there is some kind of a road going to it, I don't think it's open for public access. I don't see any people there or anything else going on. But here it's actually closed off. So this barrier here, there is a note saying do not cross, because apparently this stone here is very slippery. And yeah, they don't want you to go for a ride downhill and get hurt. So we're just gonna go around there and go to the park and get a closer look at those awesome flags. Yeah, seriously, there it's like slow-mo there. It's kind of awesome. There's definitely a road going to the church, and look at that, there's a guy with a machine gun. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, behave yourself around here. So yeah, there is definitely a road there, because I see lamp posts, and just wonder, is there any way to get to the church? Maybe we'll go for a walk and see, but like I said, I don't see any people there and any cars, so chances are it's closed off, but we shall see. We shall see. Maybe let's go there first, and then we'll come back to the park in front of the Lachta Center. That's an interesting view from the side here. We're just heading to the church. I don't think we can get to it, but from here it's actually a very interesting view with all these light posts. And here we have a cleaning crew. So the church is straight up, but I don't think that's the road which leads to the church, because there was a fence on the right side, so I don't think we can get to it. Вы не знаете, к церкви можно подойти как-нибудь? Вон там церковь. Нельзя? А там к ней дорога ведет. We came through there. Basically, followed Main Street, made a left turn, and there is our Lachta Center there. And there's a bit of a fence, and so this is an observation deck, but you cannot get to the deck from here. You have to go all the way back. But anyway, we came through here, and it's definitely a much better view of the church from here. Here's a church. And those are the flags again doing their slow-mo thing, eh? That's the end of the observation deck if you are approaching this from a park, but from here you cannot get there, you have to go all the way around. And that's our Lachta Center there, as well as a nearby building on the left side. This concludes our visit to Lakhta Center. It's definitely a very interesting building, and you can get some seriously good pictures when you walk around it. But yeah, it's very interesting. So, like on that side there was a guy with a machine gun. There is one more. There he is. So definitely make sure you behave. Oh, he's hiding behind the car. Make sure you behave when you come to Lakhta Center. Because if you don't, there is a gentleman with a machine gun ready to exact some punishment.